So actually the fish that you just saw in the intro, those are the fish that I actually went ahead and got today. I got 5 filamentosa barbs. They kind of look like tinfoil barbs, but a little bit different. Now I actually made these guys right here, the fish picture, and about 2 videos ago. I'll actually do this sometimes. I've done this before. I forget which actual fish that I did it with, but I made it the fish picture, and a few videos later I actually went ahead and got the same exact fish. By the way, if I sound a little bit different, that's because I have a cold right now. I'm kind of hoarse, and also my nose is kind of stopped up, so yeah, that's just why my voice just kind of sounds a little bit different. Oscar Fee got the fish picture in the last video correct. This is the fish picture for this video. Will be the first one to comment down below the correct name of that fish. If your comment's pinned, then you'll get a shout out in the next video. But I went to the store today and I got 5 of these dudes. Now they're like tinfoil barbs, like I said. They don't get quite as big, but as they start to grow, they have these 2 little orange tips on the end of their tails, and that orange tip just brightens up even more and more like the parrotfish orange. The main reason why I got them is they have some type of schooling fish in here. I don't have any schooling fish in here besides the Congo Tetra, which I am going to get more of those, but for now, I did go ahead and get 5 of these guys. So I'm going to let those guys finish acclimating, but also the 2 giant dojos are doing great. They are just some giant little pigs, what they really are, though. There's one of them right there. And there's the other one right back there. They already ate today. I would go and feed them right now, but they actually already ate today. But while those guys are finished and acclimating, Fire Belly Toad Tank, I actually made some changes to it. Finally made the land area right over there. I took these plants right out of the pond. These are some plants that grow in certain parts of the edge of the pond. And I made it a little bit deeper. So next weekend, I will go and get the 2 Fire Belly Toads for that. I remade the rock formation for this tank, as you can see right over there. Filled it up. It looks great. Still just a little bit cloudy because I kind of stirred up the sand earlier. But the creek chubs are doing great. You can see them back there. Like I said, it is a little bit cloudy, kind of hard to see. And in a few weeks, I'm going to get the softshell turtles for that. The exotic pond, yeah, the Marlboro car is doing great in here. I'm not exactly sure where he's at. He's either up under the piece of drift right there or back there in that cave. But he's doing great, and it won't be long before we start getting more exotics for this, such as like an albino Oscar or 2, and maybe even a peacock bass. Pea puffer tank, I am going to get 1 more pea puffer for this, but I did go ahead and get 2 zebra nearite snails today. There's one right there, and the other one is actually right up there, so that will help. They'll kind of help out like the algae growth and stuff like that. There's the female beta right there, doing great, still growing out in our new tank right here, along with the 3 neons. And I'm probably gonna get 2 Otis cincluses for this tank, just kind of help out with the algae growth, kind of like what I did with this tank with the zebra nearite snails. There are the clownfish right there, doing great, ready to be fed, along with the Roya Grama and the cleaner shrimp back there in the back. You can actually see all 3 of the calico plecos right there. There's 2 of them right there, and 1 back there in the back. And there's the Synodontis catfish right, yep, back there. All the little fish over here doing great. Still gotta get a light for this. If I don't find the exact light like this for it, I would just get one of like the 10-gallon Aqueon LED lights, and it'll just have a little bit of excess on the sides. But yeah, I do need to get a light for this, of course. But all the fish in there are doing great. You can see all the tetras right there. The electric blue Jack Dempsey's one right there. And there goes the other one right there. Jack Dempsey's tank is crystal clear right now. I can actually tell. I'm about to turn the light back on right now. I've actually been having some clarity problems with it over the past few weeks. Did another water change on it earlier today, and it's crystal clear right now. About to turn the light back on, and just look how clear this thing is. Look at that. That is crystal clear, and just look at the colors popping out on him. That is ridiculous. We're going to come back and feed all the fish at the end of the video once we put all the fish in. But this tank, I am still thinking about breeding the pair of Carbensis in here. I might end up trying to breed like a pair of ram cichlids. But if I don't do that, I am going to put something in here that looks very, very good. And the convicts are down there doing great. So I kind of give you guys an update on everything. Not quite everything, but once we put these guys right here on into the tank, we'll go back around and feed all the fish, and you guys will get to see basically everything. Alright, we got them all right here in the bag. Just going to dump them all into this little bitty net, though. Alright, we got all 5 of them right here, and there they are. Look at those guys. That is a great addition to the tank. So you can see them all back there in the bag. They're going to start really schooling up in probably a few days and really be out here in the front and eating a lot of food, I'm sure. You can see the dojos are coming out now. And they're pretty active. That's how they normally are. And I'm sure the Congo Tetra will actually start schooling up with them just because there aren't any other Congos in here, and they are another type of schooling fish. But like I said, I'm going to get some more of those bigger Congo Tetras. But for now, those guys are going to settle into the tank. You can see them kind of coming out here just a little bit. And in a few days, they probably will be out here in the front, schooling around and out here with all the other fish. There goes one of the super red angels right there. And there's another one right there. The parrots are doing great. I still want to probably add maybe 2 blue acaras to this tank and maybe 2 like geophogus as well. And also some more plants, but this tank is starting to come together. So it is now the next morning and all the fish are actually doing very, very well. So it is now the next morning and all the fish are doing great. They've been schooling up and everything. They just kind of spooked a little bit, but there's 2 of them right there. And there are 3 of them back there, and the Congo has been kind of hanging out with them just a little bit, but not a lot. But you can see those orange dots on their tail now that I was talking about earlier in the video. And those are only going to get brighter as they get bigger. Look, one of the dojos right there. There's the parrots around there, and that parrot right there actually dug out like a crater right there. And of course, the 2 angels are doing great as well. So in the next video, I'll probably go ahead and feed those guys, but for now, I'm just going to let them still kind of settle into the tank, because they're still a little bit skittish. So I got some unthawed bloodworms right here. Going to start off by feeding the puffer right here. And drop those right on in and watch him go after them. Oh, look at him. Look at him go. He'll take one. And these are actually the bigger bloodworms. Just had to get a new pack of them yesterday. I'll take it, and now I kind of break it apart. And oh, he just sucked that one whole. Oh, he just ate that whole thing. I did not think he was going to do that. I thought he was going to, like, attack it and just, like, break it up. Well, he's got that one and one more, but there he is. Just chilling right there back in the bag. That was a pretty big bloodworm for him. Give some up here to the neons and the baby beta. And watch these guys go after them. Look at the neons. They'll go and get theirs and run off with it. And then the beta should come out here in just a second. Yep, here she comes. Look at her. Got it. Look at that. So they got a few more right there on the bottom they can go ahead and get, but I fed Chungus 2 bloodworm cubes last night, but he can easily go ahead and eat another one, so I'm going to go and feed him one more. Look at him go. That is just wild right there. And I'm doing a water change on his tank today, actually. Look at him. He just took that whole cube and just basically ate the whole thing. And he's just got a few more he's going to go and pick off now. He's actually acting not that camera shy today. Normally he's pretty camera shy and doesn't really show his colors that well. But I will say when I do feed him, he isn't that camera shy and actually does bring out his colors very well. And I've told you guys this before. I actually do a water change once a week on his tank just because he produces a lot of waste and just because it eats a lot. And on just about all my other tanks, I actually do a water change every other week. And yeah, as you can see, that whole bloodworm cube is just gone within about a 30-second time span. The Jack Dempsey Adventure tank is looking great. He actually knocked off the little air tube right there that was to the bubble wand, but gotta fix that. But I am gonna go and feed the Jack Dempsey right now. Oh, here he comes. Yep, got it. Just look at his colors, though. I mean, that is just amazing, though. That is just really from this food, though, that I've fed him over the years. This Hikari Cichlid Gold pellets. He absolutely loves them, and it really does bring out his colors very well. The bitcher's in the log hiding somewhere, but oh, look at him. Just going at it. Excuse me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sir. Sir. Excuse me, you're not allowed to do that. I'm gonna drop some veggie pellets in here for the plecos and the Synodontis catfish. Here he comes right there. Look at him, here comes one of the plecos as well. And probably sometime this week, the bag is coming off, but probably sometime this week I actually am going to be ordering the first African cichlids for this, so be looking out for that. Oh, got it. You found it. And believe me, that's not too much because the Synodontis will start coming over here and picking the rest of them off. Gotta drop a whole cube of bloodworms in for these guys right here. And there they go. Look at them go. Just look at that. The electric blue Jack Dempseys are going at it. They're starting to break them off, and then all the other ones will start to get it. But I'm going to feed these guys, of course, the leftover Mysis shrimp from when we feed the saltwater tank in just a minute. Just look at that big Colombian tetra right there. Those guys are probably some of the most feistiest fish that I have in this tank as far as like the tetras and stuff. Especially that one. That I think is the biggest one, and that guy just pigs out every single time that I feed this tank. Alright, so we got the Mysis shrimp right here. Look at the clownfish. Look at them. Coming up here to the top. Alright, watch these guys go. Look at them. There's a Royal Grama. And just like that, those Mysis shrimp are gone. Got some more right here. The shrimp's coming out as well. Look at them back there. Just look at those guys go. Just pig out. Here comes the shrimp right here. Looking for a few pieces. And I've actually been dropping usually a veggie pellet in for him as well because I don't feel like he gets enough just from the few Mysis shrimp that he gets. So I'll go and drop that on in for him. The clownfish is probably going to grab it. Yep. It's usually that one that gets it, but the cleaner shrimp will eventually get it from him. You can see one of the hermit crabs coming out too. Look at him. Running out here. A few more in. And that's just about all they need really. And like I said, the shrimp will get his veggie pellet right there from that clownfish. And the rest of these Meister shrimp will go to these guys right here. Just dump that right on in, and look at these guys go. They absolutely love these. Kind of switching it up today, giving them bloodworms and also Meister shrimp, but they absolutely love that even more. That's one of the albino pelicos right there in here. There's two of them. That's actually the bigger one. And I actually do put veggie pellets in there for these guys as well. And within about 45 seconds, all of those Meister shrimp are going, and now all the fish in there are fat and happy. So that is pretty much it for now. We got some new schooling fish for the 56-gallon tank. We're going to feed them in the next video, and I think they're a great new addition to the tank. I might get a few more of them if I really like them. Right now, I actually do really like them, so I might get a few more of them because they are great fish, and we're going to get some more Congo Tetras as well for the tank. Be sure to drop a like on the video, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and with that being said, you guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.